So I was hired here to look at a roof. This is Tim 911. There's a lot of things that I see wrong with this roof. Brand new here. One thing here, and I'm just checking starters in certain spots, but look at this. I can just stick my hand under the starter like that. Look at that. And then this felt barely even goes over the drip edge. If you look down in there, see? It's like right there, okay? That's not the right way to install really. Look at this. There's no nails on that starter. And this is, I'm just picking it all the way up. It was nailed at the very front edge, so it's not held down. When this seals down, it's going to lift this whole shingle up and cause it to go like that when the wind hits. There's nothing holding the shingle down. This just hasn't sealed yet right here, but once it's sealed, it's still the whole flap. And it's like this on all the sides of the roof. I'm just doing this because it doesn't have a gutter topper. This is right, the way they installed the drip edge. That's good. They did install the drip edge correctly. But look at that. They didn't bring the felt over the top of the drip edge in there. If you look deep down inside there, it's stuck under it. Which, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's not a good practice. If you look at these gutter toppers, you can see that they're all flat. The actual topper goes up and it ramps the roof up. Well, that always causes problems with water. You can see it down there on that end too. And you can see it everywhere on this roof where the gutter toppers are. If you look over here, you can see it. And there, you can see it down there too on that slope over there. It's pretty much everywhere. And then this section of the roof is concerning to me because we got it sags in right here. See? This has a really big indentation, and I'll show you from the ground when we go to the ground, but this has a big indentation. Nobody ever ripped it off. It feels really flimsy right here. Feels really flimsy. And right there. The other thing that kind of concerns me is some of these valleys really aren't nailed down well, or they're not sealed. So, see how unsealed? It's sealed there though. It's better on this end than it was on the other side. But I mean, this is not a good way to do the valley. I wouldn't recommend it. There's another one with a nail. I don't really like doing valleys like that because you're hoping that this other side's really good and nailed down south. So the problem is all this hardy's been chipped all over the place. See, it's chipped. You never redid the counter flashing. See how flat that is right there, where the gutter goes in. See how flat that is right there. It's like that there on this section, and I haven't scoured this whole roof. But one of the parts that I did do, the setbacks weren't the same, and I haven't for every one because there's a lot of work to do here. But these counter flashings were never redone. Chipped the siding here again, so we got to fix that somehow. I have a recommended repair on that. And you can see there in the front, I had the same starter problem there. I had the same starter problem over here at that corner. And then kind of the valley too was sitting kind of high, and it wasn't really nailed as the steps come up of the valley. I mean, at least 7 or 8 inches of that shingle's not sealed or nailed down to hold that down, so it needs to be hand sealed. As you come back down, I'm coming back down the slope a little bit, trying to make this video as fast as possible, but you can see right there. See how it drops down on the ridge? All the way out. If you look right in there, there's something wrong there. So we're gonna have to do some destructive investigation on that, re-shingle that, check all the shingle setbacks at the start, make sure all the overlaps are good, because it seems like there's some stuff that's not right here. This is Tim coming straight at you again. I'm down here at the other section. I'm just going by each eave, kind of. I don't want to do it. Look at that. There's no nail there anywhere close. This roof would just blow off. See that? And then here, I can't tell. I mean, they put the gutter topper up, but as you can see, this one's a little bit better the way the gutter slope is. I think that one would pass. I think the water would drain off. It's not cupped. However, this starter everywhere, it's like this where you can just flip it up. This is really bad. They just took a black piece of counter flashing, everything here is white, and it's just not even cut into the brick, it's just caulked onto the side of it. And attested to the customer, they had a step counter that was cut into the masonry before. So they got an inferior flashing back that will only last for, 10 or 12 years with that caulk. One more thing you can see right here, that see how flat it is? See how it comes down flat? Even if I stick my tape measure between here and here, look at that. Even there, see, there's a gap. That needs to be plain out. So this needs to drop down. This gutter needs to drop down about an inch at least, all the way down.